Good morning everyone. We are starting today's journey on the A9 heading south to Stirling services. We're currently hauling some wood on a curtain sider and we are in the 23 plate Volvo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brandon and this is a new channel going to be about my trucking adventures. About a truck driver who's only been on the job for about 6 months, and it's given you the perspective that, you know, of a new driver essentially. So without further ado, we'll hit the road and you can enjoy a day with me. We'll have a chat along the way and you'll see a POV of truck driving. If you do like this type of content, do like, subscribe and share the video with your friends, and obviously we'll get right into it, won't we? Oh, that's good. Safety first, people. Seatbelt comes on, just closing the window. Make sure the mirrors are adjusted, and there we go. Right, so we need to fuel up at somewhere along the route because there's not enough diesel in it for the whole day. Let's crack it on. So it is a very, very cold day here in the Scottish Highlands with a temperature of 2 degrees, slippery roads, shall I say. And yes, I do enjoy this job. It's one of the better jobs I've had, you know, especially when you get to drive a nice Volvo like this. Hopefully you guys can actually see the steering wheel because I'm a midget, do you know what I mean? So yes, let's get crack-a-lacking. I know to get as far as obviously Perth, and then from Perth I'm going to a place called Stirling, and I don't know how to get to Stirling. Even though I've lived in Scotland for a very, very long time, I still don't know how to get to Stirling. So the sat-nav always comes in handy for that type of shenanigans. So yes, I've been trucking for about 5 months now and I am really enjoying it. So I just want to give you guys a perspective from obviously a new driver on how I get on and the mistakes I make and reversing, and maybe show you guys a few things that I was confused on when I first passed my test. Things like coupling and uncoupling trailers and regulations regarding tachograph and things like that. Now the good thing with this Volvo is I've got all the things I need down here. It tells me my driving hours and on all that jazz. A nice radio there as well. It's a great truck. So yes, I will shut up for a few minutes and let you guys enjoy this scenery from the Highlands, and then we'll go from there. So this over here is the Cromarty Firth of the Highlands. It's one of the beautiful views. We have cruise ships that come in. That's I think that's Invergordon's further back. I've just passed it. So that's Invergordon way back there. I did start this vlog a little bit later, obviously, because I don't really want to expose my exact location and stuff for these YouTube videos. But yeah. So that's the Cromarty Firth there. It's one of the deepest natural bodies of water in the world, I think. It's one of them anyway. That's why we could take big cruise ships in here. It's not a bad stretch of road this as well. It's not too bad. It's very slippy today. You can feel it. Roads are very icy. People are looking at me like I'm a tit with a GoPro strapped to my head. Oops-a-daisy. Lucky I don't get embarrassed easily. So, how is everyone doing today? Let me know in the comment section below. Obviously this is my first video, so I might be it might be silent at times, it might be awkward at times, but I don't want to talk about random stuff and then put people off at the same time. I know a lot of you guys are just here for the POV of the truck driving, so I don't want to natter on too much. Like I said, we're in a 2023 Volvo FH. It's roughly brand new. It's done 106,000 kilometers. And yeah, you might ask why there's two sat-navs there, along with my packet of Haribos. The reason there's two sat-navs there is the bottom one is a company sat-nav and the top one is my personal sat-nav. Well, now, obviously, when you buy your own sat-nav, you're probably going to use that more because you've learned to trust it, whereas the company sat-nav I've never really used, so I always use my own sat-nav when out trucking. Another interesting fact for you guys is in Scotland, our speed limit is 40 miles an hour on a road like this. Why? I have no idea, because you go across the border to England and it's a 50 on a road like this and a 60 on a dual carriageway. But Scotland has to be different. I've got no idea why Scotland has to be different, but it just does. Over there, oh, beautiful views. This is what I like about driving in the Highlands. It's just spectacular morning views. So a bit about me and when I passed my trucking test. I passed my trucking test on November 2022. And I didn't really get my first class 1 job until I think it was March, April of 2023. So there was a big gap there. I think it's because a lot of companies require you to have your license for a few months before they'll get insured to like take you out on the trucks or whatever. So that was a wait. I obviously, when I passed my test, I was really excited to get behind the wheel of a truck and I wanted to do it so bad, and it was heartbreaking to find that no company would take me on. So I eventually got my first job, like I said, with the agency in March 2023, and I didn't realise how much learning you actually get behind the wheel of a lorry compared to your test and stuff. So the real learning begins when you get on the job. So I went out with a mentor who taught me what I needed to know for a day. And then another company luckily took me on through agency for a good bit and gave me a good opportunity to do some work for them during the summer period, because they were really short of drivers. So I was really lucky, I guess, compared to a lot of people out there that are struggling to get into the HGV industry, because obviously they've not got the experience or not as of age, all that malarkey. I've had a few people ask me who are about 24, 23, asking how I'm 22 and I've got a job. I guess it just depends whereabouts you're from in the UK. If you're from a big city and they've got older drivers that maybe are with the agency and they're not short-handed like we were up here, then they're more likely to just take them on. Whereas if they are short-handed, they're more than likely to give the younger generation a chance, which is kind of good. Just this hill is killing this lorry. Like I said, I'm carrying loads of wood, so it's pulling back quite a bit. Anyway, moving back onto the subject of young truck driver. So obviously I did agency for about 3-4 months. I drove a variety of vehicles, including vans, class 2, and this is obviously class 1. So I did class 1, class 2 and vans. I then decided that I wanted something a bit more full-time, and I applied for this company, and luckily they were more than happy to give me a chance. My license is clean, I've been no accidents, no points or anything like that, so I think I stood a good chance of getting a step in the door anyway. So that's how I got to where I am now, and like I said, there's still days that I'm unsure of things and I need to ask for help, or I screw up, and it's just a case of, it's a big vehicle, you're not going to be an expert on it straight away. So if you've just passed your test, don't worry. I've been past my test for 6 months and I'm still learning. So we're currently heading up the A9, like I said. We're currently heading towards a place called Tor, and we're going to get to the Tor roundabout where we're going to go straight ahead, and we're going to be following the signs down to Perth. Yep, just go then mate. The reason I slow down quite a lot is because I'm in a lorry and I'm struggling to get up the hill, and he's on the slip road, so obviously he's got right away to merge on. So I'll let him on, be a good person. There is cars behind, but they're already stuck behind me anyway. I don't want to really hold a taxi up in the morning. So like I said, we're heading down to, following the signs for Perth, so we're going to be going down the A9. There's lots of luxurious scenery, some spectacular views.
I'm here when you need my voice. 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 Sweet, 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 when you need my voice. I'm here when you need my voice. I'm here when you need my voice. I'm here when you need my voice. Sweet, 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 sweet,
So guys, you join me back after Dalwhinnie. We're just heading in the in between, obviously on the A9 along the road. I'd call it a valley between the mountains of the Cairngorms, heading down towards Perth. Lovely and snowy on them. I absolutely love this. It's great scenery. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, what we're hauling right now, like I said earlier on, is wood. So we've got pallets of like flat wood that's, I think it's going down to England. We're only taking this as far as Stirling, and the reason for that is we're going to be doing a trailer swap with a colleague in Stirling, and we're going to be taking their trailer back to Inverness, and they're going to be taking our trailer to its final destination. A number of reasons for this is it's more sensible doing it this way, because my colleague obviously drove from England up to Scotland last night with her trailer right now, which means she's got to have a rest period, obviously her daily rest period, and I've just started my shift an hour ago, which means I've got sufficient driving time to collect that trailer and bring it up, because it has to be the same day that it's brought up. Basically, if you think of like next day delivery and stuff like that, that's technically what this trailer is. So it needs to arrive into Inverness tonight, so that's why we do a driver switch, a trailer switch, sorry. And that's how we get the trailer up there in time. So yes, the time is 9:26. We're making good progress. So guys, we're at DVSA testing center in Stirling. This is where the trailer swap's happening. So we're just gonna get it empty here and put ourselves in one of these nice bays over here. And we'll go in the end one just...
Right, then take the second right.
Just make sure we're as straight as we can be, so we're not taking up too much space. There we are. Right, let's go and do the uncoupling real quick. So there we go. Ugh. Right, I just don't want you guys being left out of things that I could potentially record for you. So first and foremost, I will take my number plate away. I just won't let you guys see that, obviously. Right. You've probably already seen the number plate now, haven't you? Oh god. Right, okay. So trailer brake. So they were disconnecting the trailer, we're uncoupling it, so legs. Right, there we are. PL. Go back this way. Oh, they're all tangled. There we are. Beautiful. Take that. Walk around this way so no one sees the truck. There we go. Right, number plate goes in. Clip. Thank you. Sometimes you'll get that issue. Let me fix it. Right. When you're uncoupling a trailer and you get that issue, you've got to go into reverse, go back a little bit, put the handbrake back on, back at your jump. Right, so now that's that. Right, I don't mind if you see things, I just don't want to put too much on the social media just now. But like I said, my company are fine with the videos, so just respect that they're okay with that. And if you want to see more videos like this, just respect it. Right, here we are. So we have done brakes, legs, air cables, clip, and now we've done the kingpin. Now we've got our suspension thing here. So what we're going to do is go forward a little bit, the tiniest little bit, right, and then you lower the suspension like that. Stick the head out the window as you do it. Go forward again, even more. Stop again, just keep trying to lower the suspension as much as you can. See, it will keep going down. Go forward again. You just have to keep checking the height on it. Personally, I'm not really too happy with the way that's going down. Yeah, so that should attach. What I'm gonna do is go out and check that that's in a position that I'm happy with before I leave it for the other driver. So we're clear, legs are down, that's good. So you want to now just clear your back end from the trailer. Handbrake off. Clear your back end completely from the trailer. And I'll push your green button. That'll raise your suspension back to where it should be. And then what we do is we now go over here, reverse, forward, and we wait over here for the other company lorry to come in and we switch that way. So now what I'm going to do is slap my tackle on brake while we wait, turn off the engine. That's the trailer we were towing there. It's detached now. I've got the number plate. Yes, I do. That is basically it. So now we're waiting for our other trailer to come in and we'll take that to where it's going. Right guys, so we have just had our 45-minute break. Our trailer is over there waiting to be connected, so let's go and connect it without further ado. So we're taking this trailer full of Amazon stuff, technically stuff like Amazon stuff, up to my city Inverness. And then that'll be us done for the day, back down to England tomorrow. So we're going to push that button there. That's going to engage the suspension.
Sharp left, then at the end of the road, turn right.
So you always make sure that you're lined up or ready to go under it. I don't care, everyone does it their own way, but just make sure your suspension is all the way down. Now you'd raise the suspension up and straight back in. I give it a few shunts. The truck's not going anywhere. Push the green button again. Suspension is going back down. Now we'll get out the truck. I usually wear gloves, guys. Don't get triggered. I've got baby wipes and stuff that I will wash my hands with, but my gloves have just broke. They've got a hole in them, so we'll be doing it with no gloves on. So again, you start with the clip, which goes into that hole there. That is your kingpin here. That's your clip. Done. Here we go. And there we are, back on the road again. Right, so heading for Inverness now, guys. Like I've shown you on the back of the trailer, we've got huge variety of things there. We've got some, I think, some danger stuff, like, you know, danger stuff. We've got some stuff for electric companies at the back of the trailer. We've got some Amazon stuff that will be on the back of it. Just a wide variety, a wide load that we've got on, a wide load of things. Wide range of things is the correct word to use there. Yeah. So, like I said, we're heading to Perth now. We need to stop, get fuel at Perth. Ready for us going down to England tomorrow, obviously, because we want the truck to be full for tomorrow. Right, we'll get out before him. There we are. Right, so head to Perth, get fuel, head to Inverness, drop this load off at the place it needs to go. It's going to a distribution centre in Inverness. They'll distribute it, they'll deliver it. We just collect the load from Burton-on-Trent at Pallet Force, and then we obviously take it up to them, and then they've got their own lorries. They'll distribute the load. They'll distribute the load in their own lorries, basically. All we do is take it from England up there, and then they deal with everything else there. Anyway, let's hit the M9. I'll give you some tones along the way, and let's get to Perth Broxton. Get some fuel in this bad boy. He's hungry. And then that is us just around the corner, so we're on Telford. See, it's not too difficult. He's just pulled out, that's fine, he wasn't in my lane. And now we're around the corner from M&H, so we're going to turn left here. Look both ways. Straight out, watch the curb again. And we're just around here somewhere. I don't know where I'm going, to be honest, so I'm gonna probably stop and get my sat nav to tell me where I'm going, because this industrial estate can be a bit challenging, especially for someone that's barely been up here. I'm never up this industrial estate. So what I'll do quickly is I'll stop in here. I will grab my phone real quick. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Maps. M and H. And we are driving. Right, so that is saying that we're just around the corner from it, really, which I knew already, but I just don't know whereabouts it is. Right, let's try and set that sat nav up here. Oh god. Oh god, come on, just be good. Right, well, I don't know where I'm going to set that, to be honest. Let's just set it there. We will still be able to see where we're going. Right, back on the road we go. Look in all the mirrors, the front, no one's there. So yeah, I'm not doing this to be making out I know everything. It's just for the younger drivers that are coming in, that are maybe going through their lessons or whatever and feel they can't do it. I'm just talking through the process and what I do when I turn these corners. In your test, just talk through with your examiner if you have to. He's not going to fail you for it. You'd much rather you talk through everything you're doing with him than you fail your test potentially. So it says M&H is down here. Fingers crossed it is actually down here. Especially when you're driving one of these things, they're not the easiest to turn around if you get into a bit of a boo-boo. Bloody hell, that caravan's old. Right, so we're just following it down. Right, it says it's all the way down here and on our left, which does make sense. Looks like they're closed. Is that their gate there? I think this is their gate. It is their gate, right, okay. So I think I might be... Alright, I'm gonna get and have a look. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Right, so I've just been down there and there is a lorry in there. So this is gonna be a bit difficult for us. Let me go forward. I don't know how I'm gonna get with this situation, to be honest. Right. We're gonna reverse down that road there. And the front wheels are going to go up on that curb in a minute. I can sense it. Right, I'm gonna go in and speak to these guys and I'll catch you guys in a minute. Jesus Christ.